Hey there folks, RiniumT here, and welcome to Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney Dual Destinies, part of the Apollo Justice Ace Attorney Trilogy. So welcome if you're new, welcome back if you're here from the Apollo Justice LP. I don't know what's going on in here anymore. Let's just go. Because this is all confusing. I don't know what's going on. New game. Fancy cutscenes.
These are dark times, where the law has been reduced to rubble, and it's up to us to restore it to its former glory. Yeah, I know what you mean. It looks like your target finally decided to make a move. Don't you worry, I've got a trusty new partner on board.
Done! Ready to go? You bet! Let's do this!
She's been with us for half a year, though I can hardly believe it. Anyway, her power will be our greatest weapon.
Are you alright, miss?
Yeah, it's for this very reason I returned. Time to bring it to an end.
Turnabout? Countdown. Yep, I've got even more questions now. The best thing about bombs is how they erase and destroy without discretion. Now, all I have to do is pin everything on that little girl. Oh boy. December 17th, 9:22 a.m. District Court. Defendant Lobby number 5. Nope. Not feeling nervous at all. It's amazing what a girl can get used to. Even a tense atmosphere like this is no biggie. You doing okay, Athena? Oh, Apollo. Yeah, doing great. A little doing great. Oh yeah? Well, that's good to hear. Although, I could have sworn I heard your voice crack for a second there. I'm not transparent, huh? Cracking? No, my voice isn't cracking. There's a seal here, I tell ya. This is Apollo Justice. He's a fellow lawyer at the office I work for. Apollo is the lead for the defense on this case. But I'm gonna be there at the bench with him, doing what I can to help out. I'll do whatever it takes to defend Junie. Uni? I'll figure out something. Speaking of steel, how are you holding up? That explosion really did a number on you. I'm just happy that you're okay, Athena. Although, I can't pretend I have no connection to this case. That's why I'm gonna see it to it that Juniper's name is cleared. And I'm sure you feel much the same way. You got that right. I won't rest until Junie is completely cleared of all suspicion. Hello, Athena. Oh, hi. Thank you for doing this for me. Junie! Hey, are you okay? Sorry about that. I always seem to go into coughing fits whenever I get nervous. This kind of thing never happens at home in the forest, though. This is Juniper Woods. She's my dear childhood friend, and she's also our client for this case. The news keeps repeating that Junie is the alleged bomber. But that's ridiculous! There's no way Junie would do anything like that. I brought you a little snack, Dina. Just a little something from my garden. Hey, thanks! So, is this an orange or a tangerine? It's an orange. My grandma says that orange is the color of strength and endurance. Oh, I get it. Strength for the trial, right? Junie, you're always so good to me. Jeez, look at me, standing here, clutching an orange to my chest with tears in my eyes. Well, don't you worry. We'll be so powerful in there they won't know what hit them, right, Apollo? Yeah, that's right. Come what may, this is one trial we just can't lose. Apollo! Apollo! Ugh. Blood seeping through his bandages. One of his wounds must have reopened. All this time he was trying to put on a brave face, but he was really overdoing it. Mr. Justice? Huh? The trial is about to start, sir. Please proceed to the courtroom. What? Now? But Apollo's in no state to defend. I have to defend Juniper. What are we gonna do? The trial is about to start with or without us. There's only one other option I can think of at a time like this. Even if I called him now, he'd never get here in time. No, wait. There's something else I can do. Paula, give me all the evidence for the case. Huh? Oh, what are you gonna do? Bailiff? Yes, miss? The defense would like to submit a substitution of attorney petition. Dina! You're not seriously. You just concentrate on getting better. I'll defend Judy. All by yourself? Athena, stop for a second and think about what you're saying. You've never once taken a case on alone before, right? No problema. I can handle it. I think. But I guess it's really up to you, Judy. Would you be okay with me taking over? Sure. I believe in you, Athena, and that's enough for me. You're worried for me, aren't you? To be honest, I'm pretty nervous too. I think my heart might just burst out of my chest. But you're in no shape to stand at the bench now. You'll just have to leave it to me. Alright. I can see your mind's made up anyway. I hate that I can't be there, but I know you'll give your utmost to defend Juniper. You bet I will. Rest assured of that. My name is Athena Cykes. I'm still just a newbie, but I'm a lawyer. Actually, I have a question. Okay, yeah, it looks like all the options are the same. Okay. This is only the second time I've taken the lead in a defense case. It'll be the first time I stand up there alone, though. But I have to do this. And I'm definitely not about to let anything bad happen to Ginny. December 17th, 9:46 a.m. District Court. Courtroom number 5. Text is a little slow for me, that's why I'm like, is there an option for text speed? Day 1 court is now in session. All rise! As I get up to stretch. Court is now in session for the trial of Juniper Woods. The defense is ready, Your Honor. The prosecution is also ready, Your Honor. And what is the meaning of this? I was under the impression that Mr. Red Monkey would be my opponent today. Yes, well, a substitution of attorney petition was submitted just a few moments ago. Due to the explosion in the courthouse yesterday, Mr. Justice is unable to continue. I see. Not at all surprised he used that as an excuse to run away. With me as an adversary who wouldn't want to fake illness in order to escape. What? The nerve of that guy. I'm gonna give him a piece of my mind. Well, what if I wasn't so nervous? This arrogant jerk. You arrogant jerk! No, Widget! Is my hearing getting worse? I could have sworn I heard the defense say something just now. No, you didn't hear anything at all, especially not from me. How odd. I could have sworn I also heard something. Oh, that would be my indispensable partner, Widget. He sometimes blurts out what I'm thinking. Well then, if that's the case, then it's a clear contradiction to what you just stated. Contradiction? You just stated you said nothing. However, if that device of yours says what you're thinking, then you indeed said I was, what was it? Elegant at work? Ew! Actually, it was arrogant jerk. At any rate, it doesn't matter if it's a red monkey or a yellow monkey facing me. No fresh out of law school rookie can defend this witness. Mr. Payne, I believe that's enough. Let us get back to the case. Of course, Your Honor. I'm more than ready to show this little girl why they call me the rookie humiliator. I knew it. He really is an arrogant jerk. Arrogant jerk! Miss Cykes, if you continue to insult the prosecution, I will remove you from this court. I'm very sorry. It was just a knee-jerk reaction. Now then, Mr. Payne, your opening statement, if you please. Thank you, Your Honor. Man, this is like really upgraded. Like all semi-3D, but 2.5 or whatever. Now then, the incident occurred yesterday here at this very courthouse in courtroom number 4. At that time, the trial for a certain bombing was being held in courtroom number 4. Yes, I was presiding over that trial as well. Mr. Justice was there as the lawyer for the defense. A bomb that was being presented as evidence suddenly went off during the trial. It was a terrible incident, and courtroom number 4 was completely destroyed. Fortunately, we were able to start evacuation procedures before the explosion occurred. Just a few seconds more, and it would have turned into a horrific loss of human life. But there was, in fact, one death, was there not? That is correct, Your Honor. When courtroom number 4 was examined after the blast, the body detector Candace's arm was discovered. She was to take a stand as a witness later in the trial. I suppose she wasn't able to evacuate in time. Oh, what a terrible tragedy. I must admit, I stumbled at least 10 times myself before I was able to escape. Maybe the court should see about getting you even shorter robes. The victim's body was found near the entrance to the courtroom. I suspect she stayed until the very end to help guide the others out safely. Your Honor, allow me to submit as evidence the victim's autopsy report and details about the bomb. Arm's autopsy report added to the court record. Stuffed animal bomb added to the court record. Okay, I know how this works. All evidence for the trial is filed in the court record. When I want to check something out, I just use R1. Of course, because this is the start of a new game, you know, second in the trilogy, there's all these tutorial things. I'm gonna take a peek later. Now then, please call the accused to the witness stand. Defendant, are you feeling alright? You're looking a bit pale. I'm sorry, I was feeling a bit weak when I first arrived here at the courthouse. But I'm alright. Junie's really giving it her all. I better make sure I do the same. If we could please proceed. Your name and occupation, defendant. Juniper Woods. I'm a high school student. Miss Woods, can you confirm you were in the courthouse on the day in question? Yes, I came to know Apollo Justice through my friend Athena. And so I was there yesterday to watch the trial and lend my support. Something's wrong. Ginny's really scared. Do you know I'm also known as the Defendant Humiliator? It looks like I have yet another chance to show everyone how I earned that moniker. Does his arrogance know no bounds? I have to protect Junie no matter what. Hey, you arrogant prosecutor Payne! What is it? It wanted to demonstrate why I'm known as the Rook Humiliator instead. Deep breaths, Athena. Don't let him get to you. Prosecutor Payne, Junie is telling the truth. Mr. Justice also backed up her claim when we saw him in the defendant lobby. And Junie, he said that he was glad to get the lotus root you gave him too. He was! My grandma says lotus root is good for your eyes. She says they can even help you see into the future. They can? Well, that's the perfect present for a lawyer. Well, if that's true, I guess he must not have eaten them. A sweet, meek girl like this blowing a courtroom to bits? I must say it's very hard to believe.
Objection!
Now, Your Honor, don't let her seemingly innocent appearance fool ya. You didn't have a motive for committing this crime. That's not true. I don't have any kind of motive. And I didn't even know the lady who was killed. I admit the investigation didn't trap any connection between the victim and the defendant. However, that doesn't matter. The only thing it does is her objective was destruction of courtroom number 4 itself. Hey, what's that supposed to mean? Why in the world would Miss Woods want to do that? That's a very good question coming from a novice such as yourself. But first, a question for the defendant. Have you ever been brought up on false charges? What? Well, yes, I have. And did that experience cause you to harbor a grudge against the court system?
Objection!
Hey, wait just 1 minute. If that kind of thing was a motive for blowing things up, then every one of our clients would turn into bombers. That's a valid point. We wouldn't have a single courthouse left standing in the land. I can see the accused as the only one who might bear resentment against the courts. Miss Woods is the only person who could have committed this crime. Why? Because we have found some decisive evidence that proves the defendant's guilt. Decisive, huh? I'll believe it when I see it. Involves a very unique aspect of the bomb itself, Your Honor. And what exactly was so unique about it? Why don't we have Miss Cykes answer that question? Huh? Me? I notice that you appear to be very nervous, and well, the gentleman that I am, I'd like to offer you the chance to gain some confidence with such an easy question. Could he be any more condescending? Really, with a thoroughly unpleasant man. L is for loser. Huh? What did it just say? Nothing, not a single thing. Let's see, what was I supposed to do at a time like this? Oh, I know, the court record. Information I need is somewhere in the court record. Alright, Miss Cykes, let's hear your answer. What was unique about the bomb that blew up the courtroom? Was it because it was... It was... My bomb destroyed the courtroom. It was hidden inside a stuffed animal when it was detonated. Inside a stuffed animal. Mr. Payne, what kind of simpleton do you take me for? It was stuffed inside a stuffed animal. Its evil intentions covered up by a cute exterior. Very good. Have a cookie. Cookie. The bomb that went off in the courtroom was indeed hidden inside the stuffed animal. There. How do you like that? Not bad, huh? I am fine, just like I said from the start. I can do this. Yes, as I recall, the bomb was inside the stuffed animal the whole time. Never even got to take a look at it. But what connection does this impish elephant have with the defendant? The answer to that question lies in another piece of evidence, which I have here. And what, pray tell, is this? It appears to be a little singed. It's a tail, Your Honor. The tail of a poor victim of the explosion. This is incredible. Are you saying it's Detective Arm's tail? Your Honor is so very close, but no. It belongs to this stuffed animal. It's called a phony Fanty. A rather unpleasant name, if you ask me. He's the mascot for our campaign to eliminate false evidence, false charges, is he not? Exactly, his motto is funny evidence is just trunked up. That's so wrong on so many levels. The phony Fanty's tail is made of vinyl cloth. And we found something very interesting on its surface. The defendant's fingerprints. What? The phony Fanty provided the prosecution with all the evidence we needed. Clearly proves that the accused handled the bomb. Ew! But that doesn't make any sense. Why would Ginny's fingerprints be on it? That does appear to be pretty irrefutable evidence. Court accepts it as evidence. The fancy tail added to the court record. Miss Woods, do you have an explanation for this? I don't understand. How about you, Miss Cykes? Do you have any plausible explanation to refute this decisive piece of evidence? Well, I can't do it. I can't think of a single thing. I better come up with something for Junie's sake. You can't produce an answer. We could go straight to the ruling, if you prefer. No, I have to say something fast. Oh no! I can't get my voice to work. What now of all times? I thought I overcame this already. Maybe I'm still not ready to stand in court?
As you can see, there is no room for debate.
Objection!
Why, it's you!
Sorry it took me so long to get here, Athena. Apollo explained the whole thing to me over the phone. He asked me to come help you out in his place. Thanks for coming. I hate to admit it, but I was having a real tough time on my own. Oh, I don't know. I think you were doing just fine. All things considered. And you hung in there, giving me enough time to get here. Now let's turn things around. You got it, boss. Ho ho ho, look who showed up out of the blue. Isn't Mr. Phoenix Wright? You always manage to surprise me. Your Honor, Mr. Payne has called for an early ruling. But I believe there are still many things that need to be deliberated. How did Miss Wood's fingerprints wind up on the stuffed animal tail? How was the bomb even detonated? Until these questions are answered, I assert it's impossible for a fair ruling to be made. You are absolutely right. Let's continue from where we left off. I assume you have no objections, Mr. Payne? None at all, Your Honor. Miss Woods really looks like she's having a hard time. Jenny's really struggling, Mr. Wright. I get the sense she's afraid of the courtroom itself. Because of yesterday? Yeah, it was understandably very traumatic for her. Poor thing. And here she is, back at the courthouse again, being so brave. I'd like to make a request, Your Honor. If at all possible, I'd like to have Ms. Woods rest in the lobby. Given the defendant's condition? Very well, I grant special permission. You go get some rest, Jenny, and leave the rest to us. Okay, thank you. Sorry about this. Phoenix Wright. I've been looking forward to meeting you. It's been a while, Mr. Payne. You're more clueless than I heard. I do believe you mean. How do you do? For I am Gaspin Payne. I am the younger brother of your long-standing rival, Winston Payne. What? Long-standing rival? Oh, when were we ever rivals, let alone long-standing? You'll see, Mr. Wright. I will cleanse Winston of the disgrace he met with at your hands. Looks like this royal pain is going to be as thoroughly unpleasant as the other. Your Honor, the prosecution would now like to call a decisive witness to the stand. This witness will testify as to how the accused detonated the bomb in the courtroom. Very well. Please call your witness, Mr. Payne. A witness, your name and occupation, please. Witness. Name, Ted Sonate. Occupation, bomb disposal, specialist. Oh my, what a strange robotic voice you have. Speech synthesis via typing is the same as me talking. It sounds exactly like a robot. Can you speak in a normal manner? I can. He can. But I do not like to speak. Speaking is inefficient. Energy expenditure, speaking greater than typing. Understand? What an odd witness. I'm pretty sure this describes the entire series, but okay. Mr. Tonante was in charge of the bomb for the trial. That trial was there when it went off. Being a bomb squad specialist, do you have any relation to the victim? Negative. I first met the girl while on this job. Many people are employed by the police. I know only a fraction of them. However, I was shocked when I first discovered the body of the victim. Shocked. I was the first one on the scene after the explosion. I went there to ensure safety, but I ended up discovering a dead body. So he was the first to discover the body, was he? He is here to testify about the circumstances surrounding the moment of the explosion. Very well. The court will hear Mr. Tonate's testimony. At the very least, show this court some respect and remove that face guard witness. Witness testimony. When the bomb went off. The bomb was originally disarmed by me, then transported here as evidence. Bomb name HH3000, operated by timer or with a remote. I was watching from the gallery when I suddenly became alarmed. I saw that the bomb's timer was counting down. Even though the bomb was supposed to be disarmed, it somehow got switched on. Precisely, activating the timer is very simple. 1. Connect wires. 2. Switch on timer. A monkey could do it. I am sure even you would be able to, Mr. Wright. I guess this makes you the blue monkey in the barrel of fun, boss? I'd now like to begin my cross-examination, huh? Mr. Sonate, what is that? HH3000, aka a bomb. A bomb? Great googly moogly! Yarg! Mr. Sonate, I demand that you disarm it this instant. Disassembly complete. 5.3 seconds. 0.2 seconds short of my personal best. Or are you trying to give me a heart attack? I'm not exactly spring chicken, you know. This is an exact replica of the HH3000. It is used to practice disarming bombs. Disarm equals success. Explosion equals failure. Exact replica of the bomb that exploded, is it? So that's what it looked like. I submitted a photograph of the real bomb taken just before the trial. Dimensions: 10-inch height by 10-inch wide by 10-inch diameter. Weight 12 pounds. A perfect replication. Your bomb does appear to be a very good copy indeed. Yes, however, I could not replicate the detonation mechanism. It has a very puzzling wiring setup. It is regrettable. I could not replicate it. Witness, that's enough. There's no need to replicate anything here. HH3000 bomb updated in the court record. And now the defense would begin their cross-examination. Where has Miss Cykes gone to? Athena, you can come out now. Okay, Mr. Wright, let's get to work. I guess you were pretty scared, huh? What? I don't know what you're talking about. She was about to bolt. Hey, put the sock in it, Widget. As transparent as ever. Now let's see, where were we? We were at the cross-examination. Oh, cross-examination, of course. She seems disoriented. I wonder if she's alright. Maybe I should ask Athena if she remembers how to cross-examine to help her focus. Let's do it just in case. Athena, you remember how to conduct a cross-examination, right? What? Of course I do. What kind of lawyer would I be if I didn't? Now, don't get upset. But what do you say to humor me with a little review? You got it. Basically, we examine a witness's testimony and compare it against the court records, searching carefully for any inconsistencies. This green text represents a witness's testimony. We can use left stick to advance to the next statement of their testimony, and left to go back to their previous statement. And close attention to the testimony, we should keep an ear out for anything strange. And be prepared to present R1, our case via the court record. The court record contains information on all the events we have at our disposal. We use it to look for facts that conflict with what the witness has said, and present with triangle any counter evidence we find and refute their statement. What if nothing conflicts with the witness's testimony? Well, that's when we press the witness for more information. Any inconsistencies or lies in the testimony, reveal them to the court. That's what cross-examination is all about. Looks like you remember it just as I taught it. It was a nice refresher course from me. If you can't find any contradictions, and you flub up too often, don't be afraid to ask me for help. Press triangle when the option to consult with me appears. I'll let you know when I think the suspicious statement is. I guess it'll be helpful when I'm like, oh god, I've been here for like 5 minutes, what do I use? Sounds good, I'll be counting on you if I get in a bind. Alright, it's cross-examination time. Alright. When the bomb went off. So, if you missed my apologize this one, I'm just pressing out everything. Oop.
Hold it!
You say that you disarmed the bomb, but are you really sure it was disarmed? Absolutely, I can disarm anything. In a flash. That looks more like dismantled than disarmed to me. Oh, pardon me. Let's see, is there any chance you could have forgotten to disarm the bomb? Impossible. I do not make rudimentary mistakes like that. They say to err is human. Although the jury is still out on this guy. You must know, Mr. Wright, according to the court's own records, the fact that the bomb had indeed been disarmed was officially confirmed. I guess I can rule out the possibility that he forgot to disarm it. Can you talk about the bomb in a little more detail for the court, Mr. Tonate? Certainly. Bomb name, HH3000, apparent timer with What was the approximate size and weight of the bomb? Dimensions 10-inch high by 10-inch wide by 10-inch deep. Weight 12 pounds. This information is also written on the photograph. Ah, yes, here it is on the back. According to this, the case is made out of alloy plating, 5/16 of an inch thick. That certainly sounds like one thick and very heavy bit of metal. I bet if I dropped that thing on your foot, you'd be hopping. If you drop that thing anywhere, I'd be hopping for the nearest exit. Very well. I believe the court has heard enough about the bomb itself. If so, Mr. Tonate, you were keeping an eye on the bomb. Where were you watching it from? I was watching from the gallery. Hold it! Why were you in the gallery? My duties may have been over for the moment, but I wanted to keep watch. Even though the bomb was disarmed, you can never be too careful. Explosive devices are very dangerous things. Ah, how admirably responsible of you, a model to be emulated. I practice disarming bombs every day. I practice assembling them, too. The disarming part I get, but assembling them? Well, I'll have you know that I practice presenting evidence every day myself. I see, but do you ever practice having evidence presented to you? Presented to me? What? No, Then you cannot very well call yourself a professional yet, can you? Like, that does it! I'm gonna start practicing having evidence presented to me every day! And you better drink some coffee, boss. We're gonna be pulling an all-nighter. I don't think that will be necessary. Or worth either of our time. So, Mr. Tonate, what did you witness from the gallery? As the bomb's timer was counting down.
Hold it!
You saw it counting down clearly with your own eyes. It would hardly take a timer as small as the one on this bomb to be seen from the gallery. These goggles help me see very small things clearly from very far away. I can even see what you had for breakfast by looking at your tie. Why do I suddenly feel like a bug under a magnifying glass? I guess it's possible he saw the timer if he was wearing those goggles. I'm not so sure. There's something that just doesn't sit right with me. I don't think I follow. The bomb was completely hidden inside the stuffed animal. So well concealed in fact that it didn't even look like a bomb at all. So you're trying to find testimony that conflicts with the evidence, right? That's right. Listening carefully to Mr. Tonate's testimony is just the first step. That's a matter of taking a look at any of the evidence that seems relevant. Remember that you'll open the court record when you go to present something. If you find evidence that conflicts with the testimony, present it. Let's see. This testimony is about when the bomb went off. So I think the state it was in at the time would be pretty important. A bomb that didn't look like a bomb because it was inside a stuffed animal, huh? Alright, that was like the end of the thing. Watching and gather, suddenly we can alarm. The bombs. So I guess present this. So you say you saw the bomb's countdown, is that right? Of course, I clearly saw it counting down to 0. And I say that you are clearly lying. What are you talking about? There is no way you could have seen the bomb's timer. After all, the bomb was concealed inside the stuffed animal. Mr. Tonate, how can you claim to know the bomb was about to go off when you couldn't see the timer? but that is what? No! That does seem like a glaring inconsistency indeed. Witness, how do you explain this? Well, I have a hangnail. Found it when I was doing that. Oh, that was great, Mr. Wright. You found a contradiction right off the bat. Always remember, Athena. When you find an inconsistency in a witness's testimony, there's always a reason behind it. It could be a lie, a hidden meaning, a secret, whatever it is, it's up to us to dig it out. And pointing out every contradiction we find is the best way to do it, right, boss? The question is, what can we dig out of Mr. Tonate? Well, let me see. No, there must be some mistake. Oh, yes, of course. I remember now. The sound. I knew because of the sound. Sound? What sound? When the timer of this type of bomb is switched on, it beeps softly. Beep, beep, beep is the sound of the bomb counting down. Beeping noise, you say. I suppose it would be possible to notice that, even with the bomb inside the stuffed animal. I simply made a mistake. My bad.
Objection!
How in the world did you hear such a tiny little sound all the way from the gallery? Listening for the sound of a bomb's timer is an integral part of my work. I constantly undergo training so that I will never miss it. I hardly think training would help you hear something so soft from so far away. What now? Are you making light of the fine science of disarming bombs? It is a solemn mission that I put my life on the line to perform. What kind of specialist would I be if I could not hear a bomb's timer? It's not like disassembling a toaster, you know? I was just showing off. You keep it straight that the sound was too tiny to hear, but the only tiny thing here is your skill as a lawyer. Being mistrustful is not an attractive quality, you know. And you're just overflowing with attractive qualities, are you? Or perhaps you have some proof that Mr. Tonate did not hear the sound? Well, no, but this still seems totally suspect. It's gonna be really hard to prove that he didn't hear something. If I have this correct, the prosecution's argument is that someone reactivated the bomb before it was brought into the courtroom. What I don't understand, Mr. Payne, is why you believe that person to be Ms. Woods. That's simple, Your Honor. Mr. Tonate happened to be there when it happened. He was there when the defendant rearmed the bomb. What's this now? It happened before the trial started. It was when Detective Arm and I were transporting the bomb. We brought the bomb to the lobby for the defense. Bomb equals evidence. The lawyer wanted to see it before the start of the trial. Looking for a chance to get at the bomb, Miss Woods was already there in that lobby. Her goal was surely rearm the bomb and steal the remote switch. Remote switch? Yes, the switch that controls the bomb remotely. Duh. It has been missing ever since the incident. I am partially to blame. I left the bomb and remote on top of the transport case, and they were rearmed and stolen while I was talking with the lawyer. The defendant then used the remote from inside the courtroom to start the timer.
Objection!
How can you assert so unequivocally that the bomb was rearmed in the lobby?
Objection!
The bomb was safely secured in the transport case, and the only time it was outside of the case was in that lobby. Therefore, that was the one and only opportunity anyone had to meddle with it. Someone, other than Mr. Tonate, could have opened the case and taken the bomb out. Impossible. Transport case is assigned exclusively to me. You see this number here? That is my identification number. And I have the only key that can open the case. Nevertheless, Mr. Payne's assertion is nothing more than conjecture. You have no proof that it was Ms. Woods who stole the remote switch. And by the same token, you have no proof that it wasn't her. What I do have is a piece of evidence that throws the defendant. Handle the bomb. Ah, that tail! 5 minutes, 24 seconds, 2.3 decaseconds. Defense's advantage lasted a mere 5 minutes. Ugh, talk about a rotten hand. As long as they have her fingerprints as their trump card, I'm at a big disadvantage. It appears we will have to hear from the defendant herself once more. I wholeheartedly agree, Your Honor. I would like to recall Ms. Woods to the stand. I trust you have no objections, Mr. Wright? I'm worried about her condition, but we do need her testimony. On the other hand, I'm not sure I want to make Athena mad. I can read your feelings, you know, boss. Guess there's no hiding from her, huh? Don't worry. I know we need her testimony. But if anybody picks on her again, they'll pay. She's already at anger level 1. Don't worry. I'll stop the proceedings before I let anything bad happen to her. Defense has no objections, Your Honor? In that case, I will take my leave. But before I do, there is just one more thing. Mr. Wright, is it? Me? Yes. Dismantling bombs is my job. Dismantling the case is yours. Do you think you can handle it? I look forward to seeing you try. Ugh! This guy's hiding something. I just know it. Now, if you will excuse me. Bailiff, please go out to the lobby and bring back the defendant. Well, with her back. Oh, good for now. Thank you for watching. Thank you, Capcom Creators, for the code for the trilogy. Next part, we will continue on at Phoenix Wright Dual Destinies. I'm gonna have to shorten it for the YouTube title anyway. And get to the bottom of this. I mean, kind of like the first case in Apologistus, we kind of already know. Like, I mean, we don't know, but we saw that intro video. So, like, yeah. Point is, we have a new set of saves. Haha! Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the video, consider liking, commenting, and or subscribing. If you really enjoyed it, consider supporting the channel. All support greatly helps for keeping content like this and more. And links to that in the description below, along with links to me on social media. So thank you again for watching. And until next time, this is Rinium T signing out. Bye!